Good morning, that's 17th of July 2014, Thursday. My name is Piotr, welcome in our live trading room. Yeah, we do have 30 minutes to the first US data today. Okay. Let's start with, as usual, with quick risk warning. Our live trading room has educational purpose only. Please remember that trading effects on margin carries a high level of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. You can sustain loss of some, all, or even more than your initial investment. So please do not invest the money that you cannot afford to lose. Okay, guys. We are changing by 180 degrees every few hours, right? Yesterday I mentioned that I like the idea of long pound yen, Aussie yen, right? And today morning when I sent out the comment, I mentioned that actually I do prefer selling pound yen, Aussie yen, and really pound yen did the move to the downside. Hit 173.40, nice demand zone on early chart. Let me show you. Where we have it. Okay, one moment. Pound yen, yeah, there we go. Yes. First, the daily. That's the, let me show you how I would like to draw the trend line that way. And why? Because here we made new high, right? And from here we made another high. So last two swings, we've got the trend line tested once, again bounce, and we are below the trend line, below the 20 daily moving average. So that's doesn't look good on daily, doesn't look good on hourly as well. But I was looking to sell around 74.20 when we were around 74.10, right? I was looking to sell slightly higher. Unfortunately, we didn't push higher, bam, down. And right now, guys, look, we just tested this green line, nice demand zone. Look, bam, just 11 pips, but bam. To the upside, I would say if we are going to make the low below 173.30.27, right below this low, then definitely I'm gonna use any rallies to go short. And overall pound doesn't look good. And as I mentioned in my morning comment, that we have to be careful with euro pound as the bounce could be ugly. And I just finished the comment and I was preparing to buy. Okay, I was preparing to buy. Unfortunately, again, I missed by a few pips. And as I wrote in the comment, should I be more flexible? And my answer is no, right? If we trying to buy into the point, means that everything is already calculated, means that if I want to buy somewhere, I've got my stop, I've got my target, that's at least 1 to 3, right? If I'm gonna to be more flexible, then my risk reward could be less, or I may want to try to adjust the target, which not necessarily based on current low volatility could be real one, right? So I wouldn't say, okay, we missed yesterday 2 Canadians trades. I missed some trades today, but I'm still sitting comfortably short pound dollar, okay? And based on this chart, euro pound, it looks like it's a better choice to sit short on the cable, right? And as I mentioned yesterday, yeah, I moved my stop 51 bit. Remember, we never get higher than this, and I'm sitting short comfortably from 81 already. And remember, I mentioned that first I had 12 pips stop because I was trying to enter here at 70 here, right, the yellow line. We defined this supply zone here, right? My stop was above. I was short, then Yellen, bam, I reopened lower. I was trying to reopen, as I mentioned, 71.90, this red monthly line, right to the point, guys, look, okay? But then I was able to reopen the short at 81, unfortunately. But then I lost 12 plus spread. My stop is plus 30 right now, so I'm better off, right? So I wasn't afraid to reopen the trade after the initial loss. Okay, so that's the important thing as well. So if we are here talking about the pound, one more cross, pound Swiss franc. Okay, let me find. Come on, pound Swiss franc, where you are? We were discussing pound Swiss franc a few times, so I should have my chart somewhere here. Yeah, have it. And we do have sell order on pound Swiss franc as well. Okay. Where this chart is? Hello? Where my pound Swiss franc chart? Activate. Oh, sorry. And there we go. $53.85, right? We took out few bits. And looking for bigger correction, especially, guys, especially we finally hit this supply zone here, and we do have nice run. Third approach, to be honest with you, I thought that we are going to run slightly higher and then make turnaround. Let's see what's going to happen, okay? It looks so nice right now. And as it's a daily, we have to change the color. So really, seriously, I'm much more confident about today than yesterday. Was so boring during trading marathon. Come on, I do apologize, but it's not my fault that there was no volatility, nothing at all yesterday, right? Nothing at all, null, zero. Guys, one more thing. So that's all about the pound. Looks like it's a day of the weak pound today. Okay. Now, as we have 20 minutes to US data, let's have few more charts. First, let's do this that way. That's our euro-dollar chart, and that's our weekly. We are testing our trend line. And guys, as I mentioned in the morning comment, okay, fundamentally totally bearish. But guys, as long as demand is demand, as support is support, we shouldn't sell at support, right? And that's the weekly chart. So as I mentioned in the comment, let's wait maybe for breakdown based on weekly chart. Okay, but one more thing, guys. For very aggressive traders, would you like to be on the market? What doesn't matter what's going on? Then let me show you one thing. We are on a higher time frame. We are right at support, right? But guys, we do have rather strong that's the intraday chart, yellow color. Let's hide on the higher time frame. Let's leave it on smaller time frame only. All right, guys. If you don't want to miss any move, I would say as long as we are below this level, you can look for some selling opportunities, right? But guys, once we are above, you may try to go long. You may try to go long towards at least 35, 60, 70 with tight stop, okay? So I would say this 35, 40, that could be significant point today. Today, tomorrow, actually, okay? And as it's a Friday tomorrow, we have to be extremely careful. We have to be extremely careful. Simply, there's going to be the fight between the bulls and bears because of the trend line. So plenty of I do expect plenty of moves of 15, 25 pips tomorrow in between some support and resistance. So for very aggressive traders, that could be the chance. Simply let me show you what I mean by that. Too small, sorry. Okay, oh, that's better. That's better. Yeah. What do I mean by that? Okay. Let me show you one thing. No Fibonacci channel. Yeah. Something like, okay, something like this. Yo. I'm talking about this zone, okay? Okay, so guys, that was the but that's 5-minute chart, and that's for very aggressive traders. Okay, few pips here, few pips there. What I mean by that? That was the last move. We made low, low, okay? After this consolidation here, made low, we made lower low, and we finally get back into the supply zone, right? It's like 39, 45, 6 pips to get 18. Okay, bam, more or less 18. Now consolidation, okay, going slowly higher, took out this last supply, okay, this supply, okay, moving back where? Right into demand zone. Okay, 5 pips stop. Let's check. I didn't trade at this, so just showing you that supply demand you can trade on smaller time frames as well, right? So that's demand zone around 35.20. Stop 5 pips, so has not been hit. So again, demand zone, right back into the demand zone, bam. Okay, so at least 2 trades. No, I didn't trade. That's 5-minute chart. I'm not usually using this 5-minute chart. Some huge events like ECB and stuff like this. So when we are trying to find the best possible entry point. So that's what. Then I'm going, as you know, I'm going lower to lower time frame. But overall, why I went lower to 5-minute chart, to show you that we can trade those demand supply zones with very tight risk on lower time frames, okay? But you have to keep the discipline. 5 pips stop, let's say, trading 15. So if you bought 135.20 plus spread, let's say 135.23, then 5 pips stop, you're trading for 15 pips, 38, and we just hit 38, okay? So that's how it works. And I do have a plan that next few live trading rooms we are going to focus on majors. If you want, just send me your opinion, and we can go through. Let's say we can set up euro, dollar, pound, dollar, yen, and euro yen, let's say, for majors with tight spread, and we can try to trade very aggressively on lower time frames, okay? But what you have to understand trading lower time frames, that you have to trade at least 3-to-1, right? Then you need only 30-35% to be on the right side to earn the money, because trading lower time frames, especially OTC, right, like FX spot, then there is a plenty of possibilities that one of the broker will quote lower, hitting your stop, right? So with lower time frame, it's better to trade via exchange like Globex. So in that case, it's better to trade futures like euro dollar on futures market. The liquidity is quite good, but then pound, euro, JPY, not necessarily, right? So trading FX spot on lower time frames, there is a huge possibility of some simply some spikes. Every broker can quote whatever they want, right? Depends what kind of the platform you're using. If you are using MT4, I'm not using to execute my trades. I'm not using MT4, as you know. But if you are using MT4, then there is a few few nice tools that you can hide actually your order, right? Like your robot is going to execute the order, but with huge move, suddenly if we are going to move against our position, the robot, even robot can execute later on. So yeah, we have to be very careful. Now, guys, morning I was quite bearish, but let me show you something first on S&P 500. We again, before the market, so lower liquidity, so could be quite good signal. We've got 10 minutes to US data. We hit 20 daily moving average already. That's telling me that again we can make 180 degrees turnaround and we can go higher. Especially 1 hour chart. As I mentioned, once we are above 60 and 50, right? There's the good chance that we can go higher towards 2000. So I'm, how to say, yesterday around 74, remember, I was trying to sell. And to be honest with you, I thought morning we are going to be around break even, or we are going to have slight green color, right? But looks like we went different way. And we retested the low and looks like we want to go, simply we want to go higher. Okay. And there is one more thing which telling me that we've got the chance to go higher. German index. So looks like, guys, we got the chance to turn positive. Now, first, okay, last swings on DAX. We make a nice turnaround, right? We here we retest supply, we make a pullback, and yesterday we went higher. Right now we retest the demand and trying to go higher. Keeping that in mind, that's daily. Look what happened on hourly. Right to the point where I was looking to buy yesterday. Okay. And we going slightly higher right now. We got a chance to really run higher towards last high, towards 10,000. So waiting for US data, waiting for tiny pullback again, and we'll try to go long indices. Does it mean, what does it mean for JPY crosses? As I mentioned, in my comment, morning comment, that most probably JPY crosses are waiting for Nikkei. And yeah, we hit again some demand we defined earlier. and we're trying to go higher. We have to be careful around 101.80 still. 1, 2, 3. Okay. But looks like the big guys totally manipulated the market. At least I was manipulated by them totally. Right? So I would rather look for buying opportunity, let's say on euro yen than dollar yen, especially if the euro dollar, if we are going to be able to get back above 35.40. That's the intraday chart, 1 hour chart, euro JPY, but we are within that huge daily demand zone. Okay. Why I don't want to buy here? Because we broke through intraday demand zone. Okay, so the nearest resistance is 137.50, and if we are going to be able on euro dollar to get back above 35.40 and on euro yen above 37.50, then I will try to go long euro JPY, right? So that's my smart plan for today. I'm going to skip completely. Canadian dollar today. I'm waiting for CPI tomorrow. I don't want to chase the market. I missed by a few pips yesterday, so I would like to avoid the situation that I'm trying to be flexible. So I'm going to skip Canadian dollar today. And I'm watching Aussie very carefully. Okay, I've got first move, now second move, like another wave, which corresponds with this trend line. Of course, this trend line is not super important because the move from here, we didn't make any new low, but it's worth to watch how Aussie is going to behave around those levels, okay? And one more important thing is that Aussie Kiwi is testing 20 weekly moving average from the bottom side, means we are testing supply zone right now. So that's indicate some potential demand for Kiwi, especially before the RBNZ next week, where still we can push a Kiwi slightly higher because of the rate hike expectations. Okay. Now, guys, that was quick, fast introducing into the session. Into our session. Let's see what's data gonna be, and let's try to collect some pips today, okay? If it's going to be possible. Let's try to add some pips. So let's have good day, especially compared to yesterday. So yeah, definitely we can leave yesterday. One more thing, guys. Yesterday evening, after our marathon, during the dinner, I had a time to think about the whole market situation. All right, and maybe after data. The one thing, most probably, we are moving. We are on the move. We are on the move. Waiting for numbers. So I will continue for a second. Initial jobless claims 202, expectations was 310, so that's quite okay. Not that bad. Continuing claims 2507, expectations 2580, so that's okay. But housing starts weak. 893 versus 1020 expectations. Building permits, sorry, was it Canadian number? Oh, okay, building permits 963, expectations 1035. So here is the week. But the job market quite okay, so let's call it neutral or slightly bearish. Let's see. Aussie jumped higher. We will see. Guys, remember I was for 2 days I was chasing. Actually, I was not chasing. I was patiently waiting for oil to buy. Yeah, they are $2 higher right now, and of course without me. Okay, of course without me. Now 35.40 guys on the euro dollar. Be careful. 1967 guys. I'm going long right now. S&P 500 futures. And I'm targeting 2000 or around, and my stop is 1960. So I'm risking 10 points, very tiny position, and I would like to grab 3 to 1. I'm looking for possibility to buy DAX as well. So let's see what's going to happen. Euro Aussie on a daily is totally bearish, but on hourly intraday we are approaching demand zone, so we may see the bounce I mentioned in the morning comment. Especially I mentioned that there are some signs in the background that we could see some ugly fast action on euro as a profit taking, whatever we want to call it, but it happened on euro pound as of now. Most probably it's gonna happen on every other cross once euro dollar will move above 35.40, right? So yeah, let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what's going to happen. I'm more bullish on US stocks than on JPY crosses. That's true. I would say that the probability of the move on US stocks, how to say, compare the size of the movement, I do expect the bigger move on the stocks than on the yen crosses, okay? So that's what I would like to say. Because it could be last run to the upside, and to be honest with you, it's around 30 points on S&P 500, so that's less than 2%. So we can easily go 1.5 today, right? So that could be important. And okay, let's get back to my thinking. As I mentioned, I had a time during the dinner yesterday, so I was thinking about this low volatility, and at some point, I was thinking that we are going to the very important point. It's, in my opinion, I don't know if it's going to happen tomorrow, next 2 weeks, next 2 months, but at some point the volatility will skyrocketing, and with some crosses, especially if we are close to resistance or support, at some point we will have to decide that we have to be ready to even take some losses. But once we are going to make the breakout or breakdown on some crosses, definitely we have to be in the market with tiny position, because finally we are getting closer to the moment where the breakout or breakdown is going to be this particular one we are waiting for, and then we could not see pullback for a quite long time, right? And it's all because of this low volatility. So I do expect, okay, we may want to take 1 or 2 breakouts, breakdowns, and be stopped out. And that's why we have to have some filters. But yeah, that's how it works. Guys, I will try to buy euro dollar on a move above 40.45. Maybe on some one more pullback, because right now that's 5-minute chart, okay? So we hit finally from this demand zone, we hit the target, we made another pullback, so we do have some kind of the range between 35.20 and 35.40, so just 20 pips. If we are going straight to the upside, that could be indication of the potential false break. Would be better to see run to the downside with immediate turnaround than to see stride move from here. But we are right at demand based on the weekly trend line. So guys, as long as it holds, I'm really bearish on euro dollar, okay? I'm really bearish on euro dollar, but based on the fundamentals, so I'm really bearish. But guys, we cannot rule it out. That's the third approach. I mentioned about this few times. That the number 3, we can easily get back to unretested supply zone. This supply zone has not been retested, okay? And now everyone is bearish on euro dollar. Go to every forum, whatever, the ratio between the bulls and bears is in bears favor. So everyone is selling euro dollar here, 35.70, whatever, okay? So that's some kind of the contrarian approach, as long as the line holds. And yeah, my view is I'm bearish, but I would like to trade what I can see, not what I can feel. So as long as support holds, hence we have to trade. And this is the daily demand around 35.12. So that's why I mentioned that if we are going straight, that could indicate again false breakout, run to the downside. So I would like to see first move to the downside, then strong reversal, okay? That's how I can see the market right now. Euro dollar, let's switch to 5-minute charts. Let's have a view on a very short term. Right. So we will see. Let's see. On S&P, if you are afraid about buying here, you can wait for, let's say, 1963 with stop 1959. So very tight, right? Stop, and you can try to get from there. Okay. Yeah, that's what I would like to see. First move to the downside, hitting all those stops, right? Intraday stops. Because it looks like they're quite comfortable. We go higher, we make higher low, but bam, and strong reversal from here. And oil is skyrocketing without me. Gold trying to recover. All right. Looks like the market is trying to buy some dollars versus euro, versus Aussie, versus pound, but not versus yen. But not versus yen. That's interesting. Aussie yen, I mentioned in my comment, 30, I do expect 25.35 as the top. We just hit 25 and we made the pullback. I would prefer selling around 50 as I mentioned, but it could be the 25.35 could be the top for a day. But I'm not going short here. I'm waiting patiently. Maybe if we are going towards 2000, some JPY crosses will move related to risk on will try to move higher, so maybe we'll have a chance to sell it higher, 95.50. Of course, if I'm correct with US stock. Okay, so with stock, let's switch to 5 minutes charts. All right. Pound Swiss franc is doing well. I do expect at least test of 53 demand zone. We also have Philadelphia Fed later today at 3 UK time. So yeah, for sure we are going to stay at least till then. Let's see. Okay. Let's be patient. Euro trying higher. But again, 40, 45, that's the key, I would say, for bulls and bears. We can call it some kind of the key point today. Okay, we had some moves right after the data, and so we are going to get back to low volatility, or we will increase the volatility. Yeah, come on guys, let's push it higher, lower, whatever. Let's have a move. I really do expect we are going to have some fireworks during the summer holiday. Because for market makers, once the liquidity is low, that's the perfect time to push the market few figures up, down, the same day, false breakouts, breakdowns. So there is plenty of money to earn. The question is if all market makers went for summer holidays. If yes, then yeah, nothing's going to happen. Sorry. Oh, come on, oil. Why you did it for me? Why you did it to me? Anyway, gold and so commodities trying to go higher, so that's good the indication for our long S&P. Okay. At least now. right. Euro trying. Euro trying hardly. We do have nice supply zone on Swiss franc 1 hour chart around 89.86, 89.90. That would correspond with the dip on euro dollar towards 35.12, right? 35.12, yeah. We didn't reach that yet. So one more dip is expected, I would say, on euro dollar. I'm going to send only the info about the limit to buy. I'm going to send info about buying but lower, as I mentioned, around 64. Where I'm going to be able to add eventually into my long. Okay, so just 1 second. Just 1 second, guys, okay? There we go. Okay. Euro. Yeah, that's 5-minute chart. It looks like the euro is on the move, but the truth is that yeah, it's like 8 pips move. You can hear the noise, but that's wind. But to be honest with you, all my windows are open, so that's it's not that windy outside here. That's done by all the windows. I decided not to use AC because usually sitting in one place with AC working, I'm usually getting something. Okay, show me something, dear market, show me something. Kiwi dollar trying to recover slightly. Okay, euro is trying. Just tiny demand visible on euro Aussie right now. There's some buying going on at the bottom. Let's put euro pound in the corner. Yeah, 79.15.20 key for euro pound. If you would like to play Kiwi strengthen before the RBNZ, I would say that's via Aussie could be the name of the game, as we are retesting 20 weekly moving average. Of course, if we are going to close above tomorrow, that's gonna be bullish indication. That's gonna be bullish indication. Sweet crude is testing 20 daily moving average, but is above 20 weekly moving average, so could be trapped for some time in between 102.40, 102.95, 103. Of course, in regards to weekly, tomorrow is going to be important, where we are going to be at the close. Thirty minutes to go. Let's have some moves finally. And if you would like to, at some point, if you decide to go US indices short, I would say that you can try to take a look on the Russell 2000. It could lead during any correction, and Nasdaq could be second one. So at some point it could be good idea to diversify. So the whole range on S&P 500 futures from Tuesday is respected. Yesterday we made minor high. We were trying to break out. Today we made the pullback to the lower end of this Tuesday range, and now we are again in the middle. Most probably Jim Cramer in the background. I've got CNBC in the other room. There's a nice pullback from 20 weekly moving average on Aussie Kiwi. And that also corresponds with last above 108, but it's close to the place where we started to move, last move down. So that could work as resistance as well. But I'm not interested in Kiwi right now, trading Kiwi. The same like with Canadian dollar, I do prefer to wait till tomorrow. Okay. I would be much more confident about euro dollar going up after the dip towards 35.1510 with strong reversal. Aussie close to the point where I will start to look at from the selling perspective if I'm gonna to get any indication that we want to go lower from there. Pound yen around the demand zone on hourly chart. But pound is weak today, so be careful. Now euro pound, as you can see, around resistance. So it's all about 35.40 on euro dollar. We will be able to push it higher once we are above, as you can see, the line here on euro pound. The most dynamic has been broken. We can see the pullback. Aussie dollar moving above this supply here. Okay, moving out of this supply, so clearing this supply here could indicate higher prices towards even 94.60 again. So moving higher above this, we will try to look for buying opportunity around 93.75. The move higher will confirm this demand is in place here, right? Because here we took out this demand, this supply. Okay, so moving higher from here, clearing this supply, it will confirm demand is in place. So we may see some move back towards demand zone and final run towards 94.60. Okay, so trading around 93.70 with 20 pips stop, targeting 80 pips. That's gonna be 1-to-4 risk-reward ratio. But as long as we are below this supply, I'm looking for any indication that we can try to go short here with very tight stop. Ooh, Microsoft extending gain in pre-market trading up 2.4. There was some rumors that the company is going to cut 6,000 jobs Looks like they want to cut 3 times more, 18,000 jobs. Someone is trying to clean something. Okay. Sorry. Checking the news services, nothing special here. Look guys, US index is trying to recover, right? But dollar yen is showing completely opposite behavior. So we've got like 15 minutes to go to open US cash market. So let's have like 8-minute breaks for water, and then let's try to add something into our portfolio. Let's try to make a few trades. We can trade short side euro dollar on any failure, right? But we have to have at least test and strong rejection. Then we can try towards 36.12, and if strong reversal here, then we can try to trade to the upside. Okay. So something like, I don't know, max 8 minutes break, some water, some snakes, and let's get back to work. All right, I'm back, guys. Again, some pullback on euro dollar. US stocks trying to push higher before the open. Still we are around 7 points down compared to yesterday close. Euro trying to recover some losses versus Aussie. We've got tiny pullback on Aussie Kiwi. We are right at demand zone on Pound Aussie. that we are testing 95.25 Aussie yen, so that could be tough few minutes for Aussie. And in regards to Philly Fed, the expectations are lower than previous one, 15.6. Dollar yen, that's tough call here. Eventually I would wait for last low 101.20, 101.6. The zone, and I would clean this one. The truth is that right now I don't know what has to. That's the clean indication for dollar yen, right? We had already two great non-farm payrolls number, right? We're trying to jump on it, and every jump found supply. We are trying hardly after the Yellen, we found supply. But still, someone is buying on the very deep, right? So we'll see. We've got like 2 minutes to go to US Cash Open. So maybe FX market is going to be more active as well. Come on guys, we've got 20 pips range on euro dollar. But I would like to show you something interesting on daily. Of course, it depends where we are going to close today, right? But if we are going to close at the very high, so we are going to create like full candle, right, on this previous attempt to the downside. So that's one possible scenario, that if we are going higher tomorrow, so that break could spur rally next 2-3 days. Okay, but we have to go higher than today's high. Of course, different story if we are going to engulf this previous day. Okay, as of now, looks like it's not possible at all. And the second scenario, if we are not going to be able to take today's high tomorrow, then we can strongly move down and finally the bulls can give up. Okay. Of course, there is a third possible scenario to see false breakout, either upside or breakdowns, and then strong reversal, right? But as of now, that's very interesting behavior right now. Okay, so cash market is open. And we have the run on stocks. So my long looks not bad right now, but of course not enough. We need at least to go towards yesterday close. Okay. And the question now is if euro is finally going towards 35.12 and make strong reversal, or is going to make the break and cancel all the hopes bulls have. Let's see. US stock is trying, and there is no reaction on dollar yen, not at all. Nothing, nada, null, zero. Let's see. Let's make it slightly bigger for now. Bearing in mind this. Oh, come on, guys. Philly Fed. Could be the catalyst, especially if better than expected. We do have pullback as of now on Aussie. Okay. Guys, as I mentioned, look at Aussie yen. Of course, there are a few pips only, but Aussie yen below 95.20. Pound Aussie trying to recover, Euro Aussie trying to recover. The only cross where the Aussie is stronger is Aussie Kiwi. Testing again 20 weekly moving average. Okay. Now there is a 2 pips move on dollar yen. Wow. That almost looks like real move. I would be very careful before the Philly Fed. We may have, even if we want to trade dollar yen, we may have the chance to buy it lower, especially if Philly Fed will disappoint. Then we are going to have a chance to buy within the demand zone, right? We don't have to chase the prices here. Yeah, US futures doing rather well. Looks like no one is trying to care about the Philly Fed. We need to go slightly higher and then we will try to move the stop to entry level. Now pound Swiss franc trying to recover slightly. That would be good for our working order, right, at 85. Let me show you what I mean by that. We do have a working order at 85, right, at this breakdown point. We may slightly adjust even higher, most probably. But anyway, what I mean by that, now this supply zone has been confirmed because we went lower through this demand here, okay? So means that our supply zone is confirmed. So our working order got the chance. We've got on this last point where market was trying to show the strength. So now I'm even more confident. So hopefully they will be able to push it slightly higher. I'm going to watch the price action here, and most probably I'm going to adjust the entry level by a few pips. But let's have a look. What's going to happen? We need half point on S&P to clear the last supply zone. That would be good indication. And guys, please, I mean the guys in US, please keep buying. Let me and let us place the stop on entry. Don't look at back after Philly. Run towards 2000. Run, Forex. Forest, sorry. Oh, yeah, slightly better day than yesterday, and we've got like light trading room only, not marathon. But actually morning was quiet today as well. There was some fireworks on few yen crosses and weak pound. But there was nothing to do with the pound if you are short. I'm still targeting bottom of this channel. All right. As discussed it yesterday. It's gonna to correspond at some point with this monthly broken level. So that could be demand there. Run guys, run higher on S&P 500. DAX is doing the same way as we discussed it. I choose to trade S&P because DAX cash market is going to be closed soon. Still, we didn't hit 72, 75 or 1973. But anyway, most probably I'm going to move the stop before the Philly Fed if we are going to be around this level. It's better to be stopped out and rebuy at entry and try to rebuy than to have 5 points and be stop out and ending with minus. All right. Guys, I did place the stop order already for S&P, right? It's not possible to lose on this position. There is no way we can allow them that, there is just one stupid reason and we can easily reverse and move down by 10 points. So if you are long, just place the stop at entry. For very aggressive traders, guys, don't know what's gonna be the reaction into the Philly Fed, but we're trying to get back right now into this demand right here, okay? And we may start finally move to fill out this A, B, C, D target eventually. It's nothing special, it's like around 20 pips. If you will be able to buy slightly below 70, very aggressive stop should be below 64, but it could be like spike and move higher, so be very careful. I'm not gonna trade Aussie now. Finally, something going on Euro Yen. There's sign of some demand. But guys, remember, weekly close below 38, below 37.80, that's bearish. Yeah, quarter point higher or half point higher, please. I mean S&P 500, yeah. Guys, just to confirm that I'm putting my money where the mouth is, okay? S&P 500, open long, 2 contracts, 1967, okay? Just for new guys. Mostly guys, you know that I'm doing what I'm saying, but just to confirm, just to be on the safe side. That's finally we met some supply here, but above previous supply. So hopefully they will not move lower and not stop us out. Hopefully we'll make turnaround here or somewhere here, still above 67. That would be nice to take all-time high. There are plenty of stop. I'm going to bet that there are plenty of stop, so we should quickly move another few pips above the all-time high. Sorry, not pips, points. But if we are going to fail here like this, then we will have to immediately to move out of the position. Of course, if we are going to be still long. Okay, 9 minutes to go. On the pound, guys, I'm gonna we should move the stop lower at some point to 27 bits to secure 50 pips. But stupid spike after, let's say, worst Philly Fed could easily stop us out, and we are going to be still within the upper band of the channel. So let's leave it right now. Let's see what's going to happen, and then after the Philly Fed, let's try to manage the position. Why do I have 2 contracts only? Because the stop was quite wide, and my plan was to add at 63, right? To have the full position, and yeah, it's a future contract, so there is a 50 per point, 8-point stop, so 400 per contract, 800 per my position, and I was planning to add on lower levels. And as you know, I'm trying not to trade more than something in between 0.25 to 1%. So that's how I'm trading. And we do have nice run up on S&P 500. That's great. If you are long DAX, you've got your run up as well. It could be that at some point after Philly Fed, then I may decide to add, but at higher levels. So I'm going to secure some profit on the contract opened lower and then add into the position just in total to be on a break even if anything happened, right? That also could be the way we can do that. Let's wait for Philly Fed. That could bring us the answer, and we need at least not lower, right, than the expectations. I don't know what's going to happen with currencies, because yeah, there is a little sign of life within the currency market right now. So 3 minutes, 10 seconds, and maybe we'll get some answers. Those 2000, yeah, that works really like a magnet. So, you know, we had a high around 1978, so just 22 points, less than 2%, right? So just to show to everyone that we can do that, we are Americans and we can do that. So I would say they should, you know, sweating, crying, but buying. And if it's a real move, that everything is possible, but we shouldn't get back into our entry, as I can see from the chart. We should run towards the yesterday high. We should cross the all-time high, make small pullback, just tiny low. Everyone is going to wait for bigger pullback after new high, and they should keep buying. So some guys will have to chase the market, and finally we are going to reach 2000. That's my plan, because I'm sitting long right now, right? I would have completely different view, as I mentioned in the beginning of our meeting. Most probably, I would have different view if during the oh, 1 second. Wow, these connections are so slow on my site. Looks like it's not that bad. Right, I can hear CNBC. Whoa, 23.9, expectation 16. So let's watch some JPY crosses. Let's see what's going to happen with euro dollar. Be careful, guys, with Aussie and the, yeah, we are approaching the demand zone as we discussed, but be careful. Strong number. There is a chance the dollar will be stronger for a few minutes. All in all, I would say the name of the game is around 35.10, and we should do something like this, because if we are going to reverse from here, right, there was no stop hunting yet. There's no something like bam bam, okay? So if we are reverse from where we are right now and we will run towards 35, 40, 45, I don't want to be so confident going long, right? Doing something like this, making stop hunting and reversing, we can try to buy even earlier. And yeah, the dollar bulls got the argument. Of course, I'm not gonna be guys. One second. We are talking about this level. Then next one we've got around 34.80 and stuff like this. I'm not gonna be surprised if finally, based on a very good data, everything is in place, right? We are going make a run, breakdown, and fall lower. Then I'm going wait for small pullback to sell, okay? But as I mentioned, as long as we are above the trend line, as long as we are within the demand zone, at least me personally, I don't want to sell there. I don't want to sell here, okay? I want to sell here. I don't want to sell here. We were thinking about selling eventually aggressive position on the failure above 35, 40, 45. But definitely I'm not gonna sell at supported demand zone, right? That's not my job to sell at support. Right? So finally, we do have a bounce, bigger bounce on pound Aussie. We do have a bounce on euro Aussie. We've got the pullback on Aussie yen as discussed. Just few pips, guys, right? But as discussed, let's see what else is going to happen. Aussie Kiwi, we are still around 20 weekly moving average. So we are testing the patience here of the Kiwi bulls, if any left. And we need some Kiwi bulls right now, guys, because we would like to sell Kiwi higher, right? So Kiwi bulls, keep buying, because we would like to sell around RBNZ rate decision. And keep buying toward the resistance, right? two figures to the upside. Oh, not sure if it's possible. Okay, guys, because it could be too late if we are going to see some reversal, so it could also be on the pound as well. We've got something like this right now. We broke down through this demand support. We've got 20 hourly moving average around this level. Guys, I'm gonna secure 50 pips. So I'm moving my stop to 71.29 on pound USD. All right, and still my target is bottom of this channel, but I'm already sitting with 50 pips. Because if we are going to make the, I'm not saying we are going to have this, right? To be perfectly clear. But if we are going to make the reversal, strong reversal here, that could be some profit taking from long USD overall. So then we may not have a time to react properly. All right. I would like to see stop hunting here. Come on, what's this? You have to run, guys, run to the new high on S&P 500. You've got all arguments in place. Let's change the time frame to see, to try to check all the stops. Yeah, now it's better. So we are going to have the view here. So guys, again, for S&P, if we are going to make the pullback from here, sorry, we are going to be stop out at entry. Just move the stop slightly higher if you paid any commission, right? Just to cover the commission as well. Now, if we are going to make a run into the new high and we will make a failure, so then close immediately the position. It's going to be like around 10 points or so, 8, 10 points. Okay. If we are going to make the real run, see some tiny pullback, and we will make another new high and another new high, right, higher. Then work with your stop trail by a few points. Every new high, just trail. Okay. Pound dollar, we move the stop to secure 50 pips. If you are short, pound Swiss, looking for selling opportunity. Okay. We get some kind of the confirmation that the supply is quite strong because we made new low. Okay, so we are looking for run towards supply, maybe on a breakdown on euro dollar and move higher on dollar Swiss. and neutral pound, so we may see some run higher and then final move towards this visible demand. Okay. I'm not touching Canadian dollar. I'm gonna to watch CPI tomorrow. So if anything happen, I will make an update on our website. Aussie, guys, it's Thursday. If you had a good week, you don't have to do this. But watch this 93.70, and if you are aggressive, you need some adrenaline. So if you see on lower time frame, let's say 5-minute chart, some higher low, stop below 64 offer, and you may try to catch this 20 points. I would be careful here to cover half eventually, not deep pullback and making run towards 94.60. Okay. I'm still looking for the level around 94 to see an indication of possible supply, if any. Right? Euro dollar, most probably everything has been set. So simply we have to be very, very patient in this case. Dollar yen, guys, would you like to buy? Wait. Wait at least towards 101.20, 101.4. There was a demand cleared, so this move has to be somewhere here, so maybe some stops and then, but also bear in mind that that's the line. All right, so would you like to go short? Wait for the action and see what's going on around 101.80-85. Okay. Euro in total, there was, guys, it's really wild action, especially on euro, especially here. Strong reversal, I would say, because it's the range was around 25 pips, so not that bad for pound. Of course, we do have this resistance from yesterday, and would be great from the bull's perspective to go higher, pullback continuation, right? So that's the plan if you want to buy. If you want to sell, most probably that's the level, but it's a danger place because, as I mentioned, we are still above the support in euro dollar, and we do have some sign of buying in euro JPY, right? So be careful, guys. Simply don't lose what you've earned working very hardly, right? Because the volatility is so low, so to earn something it's really tough right now. But to lose is just like that, 1, 2, 3, and you're done, right? Just wrong click and stuff like this, and you are done, simply done. So be very careful before you make your decision about the buying or selling. Just ask yourself one more time: is there really place I would like to do this, and that? And if you confirm to yourself, then go for it, right? But you don't have to chase the market. As I mentioned, we are getting closer. I don't know when, but we are getting closer to the higher volatility on the market, and then we will have plenty of opportunities for buying, selling. Finally, maybe we will get some trends on yen crosses. Let's see what's going to happen. Till then, we have to simply, like hard workers, collect pip by pip, point by point, right? Just to, at the end of the week, to say, okay, I'm good, I'm done today. So it's not that easy currently, looking at the volatility, especially on FX market where it's so low, it's not that easy, right? It's not that easy. But maybe it's the moment where we have to learn the discipline and patience and stuff like this, right? Guys, it was my pleasure the last 2 hours and 15 minutes. Actually, we do have everything we need. We created the plan, we have some positions, we have some working orders, we know what to look at, and so hopefully it was worth to stay with me for the last more than 2 hours. The next live trading room is next week, so I'm gonna take the opportunity and I'm going to wish you a great weekend. Again, don't chase the market. If you are good for a week, then maybe time to start longer weekend, right? That's the good thing to be a trader, right? You can decide whether you want to have a long weekend or short weekend or whatever, okay? So guys, thank you very much. Have a great weekend. Have a great rest of the day. Take care. Any questions, just drop me an email. We are staying in touch. All the best. Have a good day. My name is Piotr. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.